In the days when Israel was gripped by fear, when their crops were stolen, their people scattered, and their hearts burdened by oppression, the Lord called a man named Gideon. But Gideon was not a mighty warrior. He was hiding in a winepress, threshing wheat in secret, afraid of the Midianites. Yet God saw something in him that he could not yet see in himself. The angel of the Lord appeared and declared, "The Lord is with you, mighty man of valor." Confused and hesitant, Gideon responded, "If the Lord is with us, why has all this happened to us?" It was a question many of us still ask today. Where is God when the battles rage? Where is he when the odds are stacked against us? Still, the Lord assured Gideon, "Go in the strength you have. I will be with you." Gideon obeyed, trembling, unsure, but willing. He tore down the altar of Baal. He built an altar to the Lord. And the Spirit of God clothed him with power. But on the eve of battle, doubt crept in again. Gideon needed reassurance, not just for victory, but to be certain that he was truly walking in God's will. So he turned to God and said, "If you will save Israel by my hand as you have promised, then give me a sign." Then Gideon did something strange. He placed a wool fleece on the threshing floor. And he prayed, "If there is dew only on the fleece and all the ground is dry, then I will know that you will save Israel by my hand." That night, heaven listened. And when morning came, the fleece was drenched with dew, so full of moisture that Gideon wrung out a bowl full of water. But the ground all around it, dry as dust. Still, Gideon hesitated. He pleaded once more, "Do not be angry with me. Let me make just one more request." This time, he reversed the sign. "Let the fleece remain dry, and let the ground be covered with dew." And once again, God answered. That night, the fleece remained dry. But the ground around it sparkled with morning dew. God didn't rebuke Gideon for his request. He didn't scold him for his fear. Instead, he responded with patience, mercy, and miraculous confirmation. Because the Lord understands the heart that seeks him sincerely. He meets us in our uncertainty. He strengthens our wavering faith. Gideon wasn't testing God's power. He was seeking God's presence. He wasn't bargaining, he was begging for clarity. And in that sacred moment, we see a glimpse of God's character. A God who stoops to reassure the unsure. A God who confirms his word when our hearts are fragile. A God who doesn't need perfect confidence to perform his perfect plan. What does your fleece look like? Are you asking God for a sign? Are you wrestling with fear in the face of your calling? Gideon's story reminds us that faith doesn't mean never doubting. It means moving forward even when you're unsure. Because you believe the one who called you will not fail you. And with that assurance, Gideon rose. He gathered his men, and with only 300 soldiers and the strength of God, he defeated the mighty armies of Midian. All because God honored the faith of a man who dared to ask, "Lord, can you give me a sign?" If you're standing at the edge of a decision, if you're seeking confirmation, remember this. God is not threatened by your questions. Ask him, seek him. He's the God who still speaks through the dew and the fleece.